Welcome everyone. It is opening day here for Way of the Hunter. Hey all, we are here to start our Let's Hunt. Think of it like a Let's Play. We're going to start this up and follow along the missions and do some free play in an episode format. I know that everyone will not have the current gen consoles yet, but hopefully these videos will be enjoyable to those of you checking the game out. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do and haven't done so yet, please consider subscribing and shooting the like button. That lets YouTube know to suggest the video for more people to help find the channel. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. We are into it. And again, we're going to go through the missions and we'll go through the intro missions here, mostly for this episode to get, hopefully we'll get to the point where we unlock all the shop items, and that'd be a good place to stop the first episode and get a good feel for the game. But right away, we are on console. We're on the PlayStation 5, so most of my buttons should convert over to Xbox. But to pull out your binoculars was right on the D-pad. If I hold that down or touch it, that pulls them in and out like that. And I still have it on toggle as opposed to hold for aiming, so I can just toggle it by hitting L2 like the aim button, and it just holds it up there until I touch it again. Now we can switch that in the settings to hold, but you can see we have our first group of deer down there. And down on the D-pad is the headlamp right there. And if you want to auto walk, you can just hit L1, it'll just start walking. If you push in on your left stick, that'll auto run. And obviously if you hit circle, you're going to get to crouch and go down, up and down, and then you can hold circle to crawl like so. So that's pretty neat and pretty easy. A lot less pushing in with the thumb. If you play Call of the Wild a lot, you probably got some sore thumbs like myself. Alright, but again, we got those deer down there. That's pretty neat. I'm just practicing all the buttons so we can get a good feel for it. I want to kind of tell you guys, so if you do start later, at least you'll be able to know some of the basic buttons or get an idea for them. And real quick, if you want to pause it, you can look at my controller. You can pause it here. This is on foot. Check your, some of you may want to, and this is dealing with equipment and the vehicle. Now you can pause it on each of those screens if you haven't been able to play the game yet and get an idea of where the buttons are. But up in the top left, we can see that our objective is to find the spare key in the mailbox, so let's go do that. Markers, better orientation of the world, you can place various types of markers. Now I wonder, how is that for, so we touch it, we do that. If we hold it, okay, so if you touch it, that's your main red, but if you hold it, you can mark little, this is R1, holding R1, you can mark your little extra markers. And if you hover over them, you can take them off. Nice. keep them in the box. And I must say, after watching some of the early access, it's much clearer and better quality in real life, like it always is. It's never as good on YouTube, but or Twitch or wherever, but it the clarity is much clearer, much better looking picture in real life.
Thank God we have a trustworthy mailman.
Alright, I guess we've got our key. Now we can enter the lodge from the porch. Turn our headlamp off, we don't need that. Nice. Door opens in.
It's been a long time since I was here.
Equip Grandpa's old rifle from the firearm safe. There we go. And there it is, primary. At the bottom you see it says equip, so we can move around here where we want to put it, primary, secondary. We'll equip that there, and then we can go over here to the scope, and we just equip the only scope we have. Nice. Oh, you can just sleep in here, you don't have to look at the bed. Hey, we got our war paint Jeep, which come with the pre-order bonus. And we're in the shop, as you can see here, the different weapons. 708 is the Pro Hunter 2, and they did fix this. The Pro Hunter said 708 in early access. It now says it's 243, which is the same as the one here. And then we've got, you'll be able to pause these screens if you need to look at these any longer, or look at their tiers. Select a firearm, press up. Select gear, press left. Select binos, press right. Here we go. Up for the weapon, gears left, binos right. Put the weapon away, I assume is up again. Hold up. Okay. Now reach the northwest balcony on the second floor. Let's do that. Pretty smooth, pretty normal. It doesn't feel weird or anything to me at all, or foreign as far as the movement. Alright, so pull out our binoculars right on the D-pad. It's a little bit delayed, so that was one thing I noticed when I push the button to pull the binoculars up. I mean, it takes half a second, so just give it a second. Use binoculars to glass the highlighted checkpoints leading you to Echo. So those little gold spots there, we need to just look at them, I assume. Yeah. Alright, get those done. And that's where we're headed.
See you soon, Echo.
I'm gonna go ahead and put a mark up that way. I know it's gonna give me my direction, but so up on the D-pad is zoom in, and right on the D-pad is change your range. And that goes all the way out to 874 yards. So where were the deer? Oh, there they are. So if we wanted to mark them. Now, hold breath, L1. Now that, it did not say that on the controller diagram. So I guess that's why you'd want to toggle. Because it's kind of, if you use your index finger, it's difficult to aim with L2 and then hit hold breath with R1, or L1, sorry. Kind of difficult to do that. So that's why you toggle, I would assume. And then you can hold your breath in. See how long we can hold it here. Oh, it takes it away for you. Is there any time to wait? Well, it doesn't seem like it. Got a little sway. Fully zoomed in at 7 for this scope. There they are. So if we look at them and we hit triangle, which is hunter sense, that gives us an idea of the hit energy, and that's what matters. It needs to be orange for the hit energy to up in the top right. It's white right now, so that means it's not enough hit energy, so we need it to be like an orange color. and then you'll know your hit energy is good. With the hunter sense, that red dot is where it will hit, because obviously we are zeroed for way too high. So if we, yeah, about right there. And then the wind is blowing to the left, so that's why the dot's up and to the left just a bit. That's where the bullet would hit, is that red area, if you wanted to try to take that shot. But that's not zoomed in enough for me. But again, the hit energy, you need that to be based on the weapon and the distance. That'll be in the orangish color instead of white. So it's not enough hit energy from here with this 30-30. So that's going to have to get used to using just the toggle, not letting off, because you hold your breath with the same finger that I would normally aim with. So alright, we can pull the binos out. Yep, alright, good deal. Inspect the map in the office to refresh your memory of the surroundings. This whole toggle thing is gotta get used to it.
You've discovered Nez Perce Valley grassland habitat. Open country for beginners and seasoned veterans alike. The meadows serve as prime feeding areas for both pheasants and badgers. Undisturbed grasslands with tall grass have the potential to hold a lot of small but also some bigger game.
Alright, so we got our deer marked down there in river. Once we get in the Jeep, we'll head toward our location. If we can be able to stop somewhere close, then we will see if we can't get to those deer without spooking them. Alright, vehicle, pretty standard. R2L2. Go the right way. Oh, yeah, right on the D-pad is switch camera angle. Kind of loose on the steering. Might have to stop and adjust those. Okay, let's go to controls, vehicle, steering. Knock that down a little bit, see if that helps. That's much tighter, much easier. Alright, so we've got a 1-star mature buck down there. There's 3 ages, young, adult, and mature. And because he's only 1 star and he's at the end of his life cycle, then he's a great cull buck. He's not going to do anything for us. He'll have low genetics, so he's a great one to take out of the herd here for our first buck. Let's see if we can make this. Oh, oh, that was intense. That animation, that kick, that was great. Let's see if we can find him. Well, can't tell which one he is. Oh, there he is. See, he's hit. And there he is. Mark that spot. Oh, he went down right there. So he could still be alive. I think his horns are still up, so that means he's still bleeding out. So we don't want to get up on him too fast, or we'll kick him up just like in real life. When they go down, if you run at them too quick, they'll kick up and they'll run off even further. The rest of the herd seems to have stopped right there, so we'll kind of be patient here and let him expire. Alright, we can see the bright pink blood here, so this must be a good shot. And yeah, pink and air bubbles, slow to expire, but 54-yard-ish run max. Shouldn't be too far. Of course, we know where he's at. That is awesome. I know it's really loud here in the water. We'll get to moving. Check that. Now, oh, another thing is, see how heavy it is in the front and then the little droplets forward? So that's the direction he was going. So the little droplets give you an idea what direction to look, because that's how they would, as they're moving fast, you know, that little droplet spray and blood splatter. So it means he's going this direction. Of course, we know where he's at. We get to claim our first mule deer of the game. He's a nice cull buck to get started with. A little bit of coin, which we'll need. Try to get Not already good to get a good trophy shot. We'll get our first trophy shot here and see how that goes. Alright, that looks like that'll do it. That looks good. And let's get him claimed. Alright, so you can see here we had Grandpa's old rifle, the 30-30 Winchester, and the shot distance was 100 yards. That gave us enough hit energy, as you can see in the bottom right where the brown box is. We need to be in that hit energy for that animal at that distance, and we were able to do that with the 30-30. Now the 30-30 is a tier 4 weapon, and these are tier 5 animals, but because we were close enough within the 100 yards, we had enough hit energy to keep it a 5-star hunt rating, as you can see there. Now you watch the bullet here, you can see it. You can zoom in with the D-pad, up on the D-pad, and watch where it hit and where it keeps going through. Now you can rewind this with the left stick once it's done doing its initial thing. Now with the left stick, that's how you can rewind it. You can spin it around, you can zoom in with the up on the D-pad, and you can play it forward for yourself. And then you see where everything is hit, that's the penetration damage, what it hits. Over on the right, you see it in a tan area, and then there's orange. The orange is the cavity damage, which right there, you see that orange starting to expand. That's the all that energy being dispersed into the body right there. So that expands, and if that were to have hit that artery as it goes through, and that cavity damage would have hit that artery, then the artery would have been clipped as well. But that's the difference in cavity damage and penetration damage. And then you see the blue line, I believe that's right where once it hits the lung, right here, you'll see it hit the lung, and it'll start turning blue right there. Yeah, where it's being hit through the lung. I think it changes color based on the we'll have to see, but based on the organ, I'm not sure. But I thought I've seen that change to red, maybe for a heart or something, but we'll have to check that out in due time. Alright, so we were able to get the 5-star rating, and he's a mature male at 285 pounds, and his genetics were only 45%. Now, that's not going to get any better. If he was a 80 plus to 90s, that's where he gets the 4 and 5-star trophy rating. But because he was mature at his last stage and only 1 star, you knew he had bad genetics, and that's why we wanted to take him out of the herd. And we're on the adventure difficulty. That's the 2nd out of 4 tiers. I'm not sure how to change that. I haven't got to that point yet, but this is the default setting, so this is where we're going to stay for now. And so the hunt, he was 284 pounds. We only lost 1.2 pounds of meat lost by the shot. So anytime you shoot an animal, you're going to hit some meat, rib meat, shoulder meat, whatever it is, where you hit them, however much meat, even on the exit. Because that bullet didn't exit, it didn't go through more meat, so I assume it would be more pounds if it were to have exited and went through some shoulder or something like that. So it is $1.50 a pound, the market price currently, so that brings us to $4.24. So I say $1.50, it's, coins, whatever it is for the game. And there's this trophy. He's a 246 out of 500. All of the animals, they all are scored differently, but they're all max score at 500 for this game. So that tells you wasn't quite the trophy. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and sell him. So I don't think we have to hold it probably. Yeah, you have to hold it to confirm your sell. And we made a little bit of cash. So, all right. Continue on foot and reach the ladder.
Here you are.
All right. Greet Echo. Which is a literal echo.
Long time no see, my friend.
Alright, visit the hunting range to hone your shooting skills. To use fast travel, we can go to the map. We'll go down here to the hunting range. And fast travel. That was a quick load. Alright, let's see. Aiming through the scope at 50. We can do that. We kind of already did, so let's go for 50. And hold breath.
Bullseye. Vitals hit. That would be a good shot.
160, is that it?
Grandpa wants to keep his shooting skills sharp, but 200 yards is way too far for a safety shot.
Alright, 220. We will get over here and crouch. Be a little easier, huh?
Looks like there's a note over there.
I like the metal targets because they actually give off a spark like they would in real life, so that's pretty cool. Gotta get used to this toggle thing. I like it.
Hey,
But
Wallace, don't forget to take care of the badgers wreaking havoc behind the lodge. Sincerely, myself. You forgetful geezer.
Alright, so enter the hunting stand near the badger calamity. Getting our stand. Oh, you gotta push up. The other ladder it auto climbed. I think.
So many burrows. That's unusual. Badgers are definitely overpopulated in this area.
Isn't he? How are you calm already? He's like, here, shoot my side. We'll take that. Find the badger, claim and harvest it. Alright, let's claim our badger. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got flesh, right lung, left lung. We stayed within our hit energy, even though he's a tier 3. We were in our right hit energy. We were at the max of it, so we don't want him much closer than that. So we were still able to keep our 5-star hunt rating. He was a 94% genetics, so had we have left him, he probably was going to make a 5-star badger. Am I going to come back up here and check for my 5-star badger? I don't know. Probably not. But we only lost 0.22 pounds of meat. That's fantastic. At 2.18 pound or coins a pound. Dollars a pound. I'm going to say dollars. Trying to say something else is awkward. So he's 50 bucks. That's awesome. The 400 point trophy. So he probably was going to be a nice 5-star badger, but that's all right. And every time you come back to this screen, the bullet cam starts over, which is cool. But you see that red? That's the expanded part. Okay, so you see where now I see that you see where the heart, and that's all orange cavity damage. So that means we didn't hit the heart. The energy from the bullet, that red area, that's what it was. That's the cavity damage. So the energy and expansion, all the shockwave going through, hit the heart and disrupted it. So that's why it's all in orange. And then that's pretty cool. So the lungs are both pierced by penetration, and the heart was taken by the cavity damage. Oh, we're learning. We're figuring this out. I like that. The colors, a lot of detail to, if you really want to get into what you did. So let's see here. Yeah, we're still in that energy. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's sell them. Get our money for them. All right. He's only 20. Get through our missions here. We got to buy the 243, the Remington one. All right. More suitable for a deer hunt. Okay. Now you can open storage or the. Now you could do the shop from here. I think it's wanting us to click on the computer. We can do that. Alright, so that's 1,000. We got 2,000. And we got to buy it because it's mission reason. Alright. Now that's bought. Now, can we get anything else? No. Well, we got to unlock everything. So we got to get through these first missions here so we can do that. Alright, reach the upper grassland area. Alright, so just anywhere in here. Quartering away. Oh, he went right down. Right there. That's alright. Take that. Alright, let's see. Got that rock's right there. That's not going to make for a good picture. Oh well. Claim. Here we go. What did we get? We got penetrating heart. That's pretty good. And the right lung we penetrated. So once it hits the heart, that's when the line turns red. That's cool. And then it just stopped right there in the lodged right after the heart, it looks like. Right there. Yeah, so you can see again, that's where the cavity damage, the impact, all the energy, the bullet expands right there in those ribs. The blue through the lung, and then the red goes through the heart. And almost caught that artery. That's a major artery. That might be the aorta going up there, but anyway, we still made a good shot. He didn't go very far. 13 yards. Okay, I gotta remember where all this stuff is. Anyway, he was a 5-star hunt rating. We used the right weapon. Again, we had our right in the middle of that energy, the brown. The 243 was right there, and it lit up right color for us when we went and aimed in on him with the hunter sense. And he was a 50% genetics, so he was never going to be a very good male, obviously. Thus the 2-star rating as a mature. So great coal book to take out. So we can sell this guy for 500. Now you've learned the basics of hunting. Now all shop items, multiplayer mode, and available territories are accessible. So if you want to be able to unlock your shop, you need to do those first few missions and get to where you shoot your first deer when they tell you to shoot your first deer. So after you go up to go through the lodge, go up to Echo, shoot the badger, come down here and shoot a deer, and then all of your stuff in the store is unlocked. But if you just start hunting, you will not have anything unlocked until you complete these missions. Just FYI. 100 yards. And our hit energy is good. I was trying to get the heart and I come out, but we still got him. Pick him up. Not too bad. It's good stuff. It's a lot of fun, and it's very exciting. This is good stuff. There he is. See him crashing. He's hit hard. Alright, we'll pick this guy up. There we go. Double lung. Little cavity damage to both. Awesome. Sell it. 532. Gonna check our store. Everything should be unlocked. We can go to the computer to get the next mission, but that'll be for another time. And let's go to the shop. Everything's done now. There we go. Now we could get the 7mm 08, but my goal and plan is to upgrade my glass. So I want to go for my binoculars and then my best scope, deal with the rest of it until I get enough money. And once we get the best scope, we're headed for the 308. And then if I find out by then if the 338 is still overpowered, because when you're too close with the 338, your hit energy is way too high, out to like 400 meters on some cases, I think. But it's too high even on moose if you're too close, and it messes up your hunt. And I want to try to go for 5-star hunts, obviously. So we'll be going with the 300 until then, but it's cheaper anyway, and it's just as effective. And we got our shotgun. We could definitely pick one of those up, but looky here, we've got, just saw this, we have this pre-order shotgun which is free, so it looks like. So let's claim it. Oh, that is awesome. So we got a 12 gauge. This one's almost 12,000 coins, and the pre-order one is free. So if you pre-ordered the game, make sure you get in there and get that right away as soon as the store unlocks, so you can take out the birds with it. That is awesome. Alright, so for the better binos is 1200, and we are definitely going for that because that was our first upgrade we wanted. And we could get some calls if we want to work on those, but let's look for our scopes. And the good scope that we want is the 3x18, which is 4,000, so that's quite a bit of money. We've got a ways to go, but it's only a few deer, so that's what we're going to work on next. I want the glass. I want the best glass I can get, and then we'll upgrade, because the 243 will do what we want to do until we want to get on and move on to bigger animals. But until then, let's get our gear ready, so that way when we go to those bigger animals, we can take them no problem. And that's a great place to end the first video of getting the intro done and getting through those intro missions to unlock our store. I think that's a good place to stop right there and get this video edited and put out for y'all. If you enjoyed the video, please shoot the like button and subscribe to stay notified. If you didn't, thank you for watching this long. Back to work on our next Way of the Hunter video. Until then.